Lindsey Graham has harsh words for Donald Trump in a new political ad put out by Republican voters against Trump. Although Lindsey Graham had nothing to do with the putting together this ad and probably wishes he hadn't said any of these things. But let's see what they've got.
Well, I want to talk to the Trump supporters for a minute. What is Donald Trump's campaign about? He's a race-baiting, xenophobic, religious bigot. And you know how you make America great again? Tell Donald Trump to go to hell. If you can't admire Joe Biden as a person, then it's probably you got a problem. You need to do some self-evaluation. Because what's not to like? He is as good a man as God ever created. He said some of the most incredibly heartfelt things that anybody could ever say to me. He's the nicest person I think I've ever met in politics. This is a defining moment in the future of the Republican Party. We have to reject this demagoguery, and if we don't reject Donald Trump, we've lost the moral authority, in my view, to govern this great nation.
So, Emma, I'll let you go first. What do you think?
So, okay, can you just clarify to me, that's an ad for Republicans against Trump?
Republican voters against Trump. It's like the Lincoln Project. It's another one of those never Trumper.
Right, okay, that's what I thought.
And the comments are from, before Lindsey Graham knelt down, kissed the ring, licked the boot, all that stuff.
Exactly. So Lindsey Graham is not a good spokesperson for this particular ideology at this point, but I know he's up for re-election in 2020. Hop on that footage.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, juxtapose it with how he's kissing Trump's ass now.
Yeah.
I mean, that is unbelievable. And how he's really just fallen on his knees and is praising Donald Trump. So, I mean, I think that is prime footage for his challenger, Jamie Harrison, the Democrat who's, I think, closing in on him in some polls in South Carolina.
Yeah, it's impossible to say, but yeah, Lindsey losing would be great. I mean, one of the reasons I love playing an ad like this is it could hurt Lindsey. It could potentially hurt Trump a little bit amongst the small group of Republicans that pine for moral Republican leadership, like George W. Bush. Exactly.
It's a fraction, and people in cable news overplay it so much because they want it so badly.
Yeah, although that's not something that you should want. Like
Right.
Reagan, great Reagan, moral leader, great Reagan. But anyway, yeah, and I kind of like to play it because if it becomes popular enough, then Trump will attack Lindsey Graham, which is better than him attacking everybody else in America. So that's awesome. But anyway, I will say that Republican voters for Trump and the Lincoln Project still are by far more effective in going after Donald Trump than really any left-wing or centrist group or anything like that I've seen, at least in terms of these small soundbitey ads. They really do seem to have nailed down that format.
Yeah, I mean, I really liked, and I never thought I'd say this, a Biden attack ad on Trump. They're decent at those, where he talked about how Trump was basically a coward and hiding in his bunker.
Mm-hmm.
That I think was really well done.
Yeah, well, and it certainly was consequential. I'm sure it was a lot of the conversation about that, but the ad didn't help, and Donald Trump did lose it.
And just the word bunker, I mean, that's going to stick in people's minds. Just the image of Trump hiding in a bunker.
Exactly.
That's good, campaigning.
Exactly. Lindsey Graham, man. I don't know which is sadder. Is it Lindsey Graham or is it Ted Cruz? From the criticism to the just, like you said, kneeling down and praying to their new God Emperor.
I don't know. It's really tough, but Lindsey Graham, I mean, I think it's sadder more pathetic because of how Trump went after his supposed best friend, John McCain. Like that.
Yeah.
Like over and over. It wasn't just the offhand Heidi Cruz comment. Like he went in on McCain.
Yeah, and also like Ted Cruz kind of had to stand up a little bit. He was running against him. It's sad and pathetic and all that. The sniveling coward to now like trying to get Ron Perlman to wrestle Jim Jordan.
But if you recall, those initial comments were made as Lindsey Graham was running against Trump. People forget that sad, pathetic loser Lindsey Graham actually did run in the Republican primary in 2016.
Wait, did he really? I have no memory of him being in that race. I mean, I know there was 1,000 people at one point, but
no, he did.
I have no memory of that.
Those comments were when he was a presidential candidate.
Interesting.
People didn't think that they might dig into the, like, he wanted to run, and like there's all these rumors about him using male escorts. Like he wanted to run, and unverified, but like that might have come out. I don't know, dude.
For more political news breakdowns, interviews, stories of activism, and me trying my hardest to care about the occasional big celebrity news story, subscribe to our YouTube channel at youtube.com/thedamagereport. And you can ring the bell wherever it is so you don't miss anything.